Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Cowboy? What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to the Saturday Sit Down with your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, as we set off hours before game day. That's right, on Saturday. I should have dropped this video on yesterday, but I'm going to keep it short. But with that being said, man, welcome to everybody. Welcome to the Cowboys Huddle. And we thank everybody for being a part of this channel. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday morning. We are hours away from kickoff. And we know that the Cowboys are playing the Detroit Lions, but this is not what this video is about. This video is about the legendary, the one and only coach with the attitude that taking the team back from 1989, that was probably on his deathbed and resurrected the Dallas Cowboys. So let's give it up for Jimmy Johnson. Oh yeah, we do have a game today. But today, this is all about something that's been long overdue, is inducting our head coach, Jimmy Johnson, into the Ring of Honor. Long overdue. And man, with that being said, man, I remember the days. I remember the days of Tom Landry and Drew Pearson and all those guys back then. I watched the success of that team and the teams in the 70s. I was able to witness the dynasty of the team in the 90s. And here we are in 2023. And it has been a long dry spell from since 95 until now. Now, whatever reason it's taking so long to recognize the producer of the products that's already in the Ring of Honor, Jay Novacek, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, just name a few that's already in there. But whatever the reason may be, we're just glad that we will be inducting Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor. That's right. This game is all about Jimmy Johnson. I don't care what nobody else say. Yeah, of course, we want to win the game today. But this is something that we're getting a chance to witness. So with that being said, I want to share something with you guys. And this is the attitude. And this is, if you wasn't able or too young to witness who Jimmy Johnson was, I'm going to share this with you. Okay, let's share this. Okay. And let's see what he had to say. And this is his philosophy. This is his theory. And with, like, say, credits goes out to NFL Films, The Wizard, the Jimmy Johnson story in 1994. And listen, this man was a psych major, and he knew how to deal with his players. To take a team that was, oh my gosh, pretty much horrible, to make a major draft or a trade to develop the team that he developed. Again, the Wizard. So let's listen.
Started off right. His biggest role is that he creates such a tremendous positive attitude. Everybody's into it now. And there are guys that literally believe, because of Jimmy's attitude, the way he sets the tempo for each week, that there's no way that they cannot win and succeed.
This is an attitude that he instills in all the guys.
Nice job there, Troy. Nice job. Good job in there, Michael.
An attitude that makes us go out there and figure that we can.
YouTube Music is a music app, and with Music Premium, it's like a force field.
Let's get past this. Hold on, we're gonna get past. You just ruined it. You ruined it for me. Let's get on to it. Let me get past this convert. That wasn't supposed to happen, but they got to do what they have to do. So, but now let's get back to. Hey, it's business. It's how they get paid. So it is what it is. So let's get back to it real quick. Let's get back to it.
47 guys believing, 47 guys hanging in there for 4 quarters. Hey, super job, because you could have gotten down, when they got on top of you, and you could have said, oh, here it goes again. But those days are over with. It's not going to be here it goes again. 4 quarters of football, anything can happen. 4 quarters now, 4 quarters to it. 4 quarters.
He comes in and said, hey, we will do this.
We
and
will.
We will do that. This is what we will do,
Michael Irvin.
period.
What did I say? I said we'd beat the Redskins, but let me tell you something. And just like I said last week, what I tell you last week I said, that once you show up on Wednesday, we don't want to hear another word about Washington. Enjoy the thing tonight, but we don't want another thing about Washington. All I want to hear about Wednesday is the New York Giants.
Hey, if you hear that enough, you'll be like, yeah, we will do this and we will do that.
Coach Johnson talks about controlling your mind all the time.
Let the mind control the body, not the body controlling the mind.
If you can control your mind and get those negative thoughts out of there.
Right back, Jim. We're going to be fine. We'll get it right back.
Think positively that this is another day to get better, then, you're going to have success in whatever you're doing.
Yeah! Looking good, feeling good. Let the mind control the body, not the body control the mind.
Fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Look,
you hear what he said? Fatigue makes cowards of us all. Again, what he said, let the mind control the body and not the body control the mind. I remember the one issue he had with Randy White. Randy White and Ed Too Tall Jones were Hall of Famers, but they were at the end of their career. And when Jimmy Johnson came in, these guys was doing conditioning drills that actually forced Randy White into retirement. He said, Jimmy, Coach, I think you're going to do a great job, but I can't do this anymore. So guess what they did? They had a retirement party for Randy White. Yeah, that's what they did. Because Jimmy Johnson came in with a mission. I know so many people right now today has jumped the ship or jumped the bandwagon simply because Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson. And it was a hard blow. It was a hard blow for us to take. It hurt for Jerry Jones to do what he did, but he did it. But again, this is the only team I know. This is the only team I know. I basically wanted to jump ship myself. I wanted to go and support when North Turner went to the Washington Redskins, I'm like, I'm going to follow North Turner. I'm following, but just out of emotions. But that didn't last long at all. I said, you got to be kidding. I don't know anything about Washington Redskins at the time. So I had to tough it out and stick with my team and think about what Jimmy Johnson said. Let the mind control the body, not the body control the mind. So here we are, 2023, getting ready to induct our legendary coach, Jimmy Johnson. Give it up one more time. So that's going to be something to win. I know we're going to have some greats out there. I know Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, all these guys. Well, matter of fact, Troy Aikman's going to be commentating that game, so I'm sure he'll be there. Michael, all of those guys will be there to support. And you know what would be great? You know what would be really, really great? It would be really, really great if Jimmy Johnson went in that locker room and gave that team a pep talk. Woo! Can nobody motivate players like Jimmy Johnson? And the reason I say that is because, listen, there's some things that actually is going to take place in this game. We also know that CeeDee Lamb needs 3 catches to pass Michael Irvin's single season record, which I'm sure, let's get that out the way. Let's get CeeDee the ball. Not only just the 3 passes, but we need to get CeeDee Lamb involved in the game for 4 quarters, okay? 4 quarters, not 2 quarters. 4 quarters. We need to have this man involved in this offense. But it would be great to have Jimmy Johnson go in that locker room and talk. Give these guys a pep talk, because there's a difference between way Mike McCarthy gives a pep talk and Jimmy Johnson gives a pep talk. There's a difference. And this guy that they're playing, Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell, he's a motivator. These guys Detroit Lions hadn't been to the playoffs since 1993, and I remember when they went to the playoff. They were tough. And here they are. So again, let's not get too caught up on the fact that we're playing at home. And reason I say that, let's go to these stats real quick. But again, when I say about Dan Campbell is a motivator, and they're playing for something. Yeah, we might be in the playoff, but these guys are in the playoff as well. They're 11, so it's 11-4 team against a 10-5 team. Right now, Jared Goff have thrown for almost 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns. David Montgomery's almost 1,000 yards. He's at 910 yards with 11 touchdowns. Then we have where is he at? Jahmyr Gibbs, I think he has. Where is he at? We're going at the top. And then you have Amon-Ra St. Brown's with 1,200 yards. Sam Laporta has 9 receiving touchdowns. These guys are, what else do you guys have on here? Their rank, their passing yards per game is about 253 yards per game. Rushing yards, 141 yards per game. They're 43.6% on third downs. So, yeah. And also, we're talking about Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't see him on here. I don't know why he's not on here. But Jahmyr Gibbs is another one. He got 800 and some yards. So, again, I know we're playing at home. But this might be one home game that we can let slide right through our hands. And one thing I think this team needs some swagger. Now, I give all the credit to Tank Lawrence. Tank Lawrence is one that, he's a beast. He gets up in your face. But we need the whole team to have a chip on their shoulder. Yeah. So, again, Dan Campbell, he's going to coach these Detroit Lions up. He's going to pep talk them up. And they're going to go out there and try to beat the Cowboys. And again, we will see what this run defense does, because these guys use a fullback. They use their tight end as their fullback, and they run behind this tight end, which is their fullback. They do a lot of different things with this offense. So, again, it's going to be another test for our defense, but it's also going to be a test for our offense, which has been sputtering the last few games. And I understand we're playing at home, but let's see what happens. So, kickoff, I think it's 7:05, I believe, tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But so let's get ready. We want to put this video out here. Let's see what happens. But again, this video is all about the great Jimmy Johnson being inducted into the Ring of Honor. So that's my take on the game. My prediction is Cowboys 27, Detroit 21. And I hope I'm right. It's your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. Deuces.